The is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. After this game, the Rockets head back out on the road. And it's their first look at this year's Pistons here for the first game of the NBA's 82-game regular season. A year ago, they each gained a victory at home, but couldn't secure a win on the road.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their two meetings.
And even though one side played postseason basketball and the other stayed at home, you wouldn't have known it in their matchups.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Russell Westbrook out there with Allen. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Fareed in at the 4 slot.
And Terrence Ross showed fantastic development in his second season. But really took a step back last year. All of his shooting percentages were down. He exuded confidence, but still at times just could not buy a basket.
Now Leonard. After the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. Allen passes to Fareed. They get it back. Allen dishes to Valanciunas. Screen by Valanciunas. Leonard against Ross. And another shot. And Leonard gets it to go. Well, back to Terrence Ross, Greg. You're talking about him. It's so easy for a young player to lose his way a little after coming on so fast. Clark, I'm not surprised that he's hit a few bumps in the road along the way.
That's part of the development and growth process, Kevin. You've seen it with a lot of guys. His upside, though, is great.
Westbrook kicks to Fareed. Dishes it to Leonard. And Westbrook, here we go. No good off the back of the rim.
It's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Now here's Fareed. Allen on deep. Valanciunas passes to Leonard. Back to Valanciunas. It's rebounded by Houston.
I like his tenacity getting to the basket there, even though the dunk rattled out. 99 times out of 100, you'll get the dunk or the foul.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Houston's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Green dishes to Thompson. Stolen by Allen. Jumps up. Oh! That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what? That man can climb a ladder. And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Leonard on the wing. Screen by Valanciunas. Just 5 on the clock. And Leonard gets it to go.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know, he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Roberson, he's checked in for Detroit. Pistons on defense. And Andre Roberson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Green gets to Conley. 5 to shoot. The drive by Green. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on Kawhi Leonard. And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism part. He brings a lot of intangibles, though. And I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about it. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
Here's Leonard. Misses the one-handed jam. Rockets trailed by 3. And Ross with her slam. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk. You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm for the game. He's constantly talking, whether defensively or even in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also another example of how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet.
Here's Westbrook. Michael Conley making his last shot. Here's Fareed. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook.
I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Thompson for the triple. That misses, and he's 0 for 4.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Westbrook drives in. Green with the block. Thompson right side. For 3, Ross. No good. Great D that time from Leonard.
And also, don't discount his leadership. Draymond Green's been a vocal leader his entire career. Even as a rookie, he wasn't afraid to challenge his teammates. And that competitive spirit, guys, can be contagious.
The drive by Thompson. Back to Green. Houston needs to get a shot off. Leonard with the steal. Here's Roberson. He's covered by Thompson. From 13, Westbrook with the bucket.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Well, last season, the Pistons didn't reach the playoffs for the 6th consecutive season. They're making progress, but as we can all see, still have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, you know, they were spoiled for a while there. How about going to the playoffs for 1996 to 2009? So it's been a rough stretch here of late, but you get the feeling that the building blocks are in place for another push.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
And I bet most people forget that the Pistons did make the playoffs for 8 straight years before this current drought. It's been a long rebuild process for them recently, but I think they're making progress and moving in the right direction.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Ross. And then for Detroit, Mozgov. He's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Hibbert comes in for Fareed. And it's Korver in for Leonard.
And for the Pistons, they seem to have a direction and plan now that just wasn't the case before. It won't be easy to get back into the postseason, but I really feel like they are on the right path.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Westbrook kicks to Korver. Lets it go from deep. The kick out to Westbrook. Picked by Mozgov. Here's Roberson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division. And as it turned out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Sanders checked in for Stoudemire. Arthur comes in for Draymond Green. Gordon's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Jennings in for Mike Conley.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight. And, you know, for the Rockets, they had a major gut check in the second round. Went down 3-1 against the Clippers. Came back to win the series in 7, including Game 6, when I dozed off when they were trailing by 19 in the 4th and was shocked to wake up in the morning and see they had forced the 7th game. You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And, Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment. And with the Rockets last postseason, their trip to the conference finals was as far as they would go. Went out to the Warriors in 5 games. Most of them, though, close ones. I think most fans were pleased with how far the team went last year in spite of all the injuries.
Korver gets a wide open look. And Detroit again with the bucket. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him.
Oh, wow. It's a beautiful jam. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Really unfortunate for Eric Gordon that an assortment of injuries have really derailed his career. A few years back, he looked like he'd be an absolute star. Once a 22 points a game score, was down to 13 a game last season.
The Rockets with another miss. The Pistons another fast break chance right here. Passes it to Roberson. Back to Korver. Nice ball movement by Detroit. For 3, Westbrook. And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. That's his first foul. Timeout call for Rockets.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here. And every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you.
The drive by Gordon. Out left to the wing. Here's Jennings. The teardrop falls in. Yeah, on the topic of Eric Gordon, one would think he's still young and talented enough to be a difference maker with any team. He just has to stay healthy. That really is the bottom line. He's got to keep his health.
Kevin, the truth is, though he's had a number of injuries, they've all been different. It isn't one chronic thing. So with a little good luck, we could see him shine once more. He looked clumsy on that one. He was not going to get away with that.
Yeah, he climbed all over him. I mean, there's a picture of that one in the officiating manual. So clear, easy call.
Korver kicks to Roberson. Takes a three. Shot is off. The Rockets go the other way with it. Here's Gordon. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. And the Rockets lead by 2.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. Floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up. And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far. Boy, he's just tangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
And, guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
5 on the clock to stop the drought. Robertson can't hit. For the Houston Rockets, they come into tonight following a loss to the Nuggets. Feeds it to Arthur. Pass to Sanders. Outside Gordon. Korver with the defensive effort. And so the first quarter is in the books. Rockets ahead, up by 6. We'll get the... And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
On the court for the Pistons, they got Tony Allen. Kenneth Faried is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. It's Allen on the wing. He kicks it to Valanciunas. Fade away. Draymond Green with the rebound. Well, for Detroit, their last game a loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee. Stoudemire up top. Thompson left side. Off target from outside.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Faried, no good. Houston leading by 6. Thompson passes to Green. Kicks it to Ross. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's no secret, Clark, what this Houston Rockets team wants to do. They want to get to the line, drive the lane, and hurt you from outside the arc.
And they'll do it all at a very fast pace. I mean, they're fun to watch. The pace is something that I think sneaks up on teams sometimes, Kevin.
Good point. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Ross. Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And it's 9 points for Leonard. Conley dishes to Green. On the wing, Thompson. A three-pointer is right on target. Thompson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Rockets.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back with my own triples.
Leonard on the wing. They get the rebound. From deep three-point range. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Houston leading by 6. Conley kicks to Thompson. And some nice passing there by Houston. Back to Green. Thompson outside. Just 4 to shoot. A three-pointer, no good.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done. The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Stoudemire inside. Valanciunas is there. And the wide-open shot from Green. Good on the triple. Green's got 7 points in the game.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
And the Pistons making a change here. Carroll's checked in. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
No good from Ross.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And here's a little known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. Detroit making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. Pass to Valanciunas. It's Allen on the wing. All alone. Stoudemire grabs the board. Stoudemire's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Pass to Green. Out to Conley. Green dishes to Stoudemire. It's stolen by Valanciunas. He lobs it up. And it's Allen with the jam.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Outside Leonard. Back to Westbrook. 6 to shoot. Carroll passes to Valanciunas. The Rockets pull it in. Stoudemire's got his 4th rebound in this one. Out to Conley. The feed to Stoudemire. The pass to Green. Leonard brings the double team. And Stoudemire slams it in.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Nobody near Allen. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And it's 7 points for Allen.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
Timeout call for Rockets. Just a bit of an up and down year for the Pistons last season. Had some long winning streaks and some long losing streaks for first-year head coach Stan Van Gundy.
Yeah, Kevin, some would say it was addition by subtraction because they really went on that big run after they released Josh Smith. 7 straight wins for them at one point, and they also did have some giant loss.
Mahinmi's checked in for Houston. And then for Detroit, Roy Hibbert's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Andre Robertson comes in for DeMarre Carroll. Robinson is subbed in for Allen.
And, you know, those giant losses were a big part of the Pistons' season. I mean, their biggest losing streak was 13 straight losses, and a lot of that you attribute to their defense.
Westbrook drives in. Outside for Robinson. No good on the three. Rockets leading by 10. Outside, Green. Ross in the corner. They shoot again. Rebounded by the Pistons.
And the Pistons also went into a slump after they traded for Reggie Jackson. 1-9 after the trade deadline. That they would end the season on a better note, but truly they were streaky last season.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Rockets.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Sanders checked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Ross. Gordon's checked in for Thompson. And it's Jennings in for Mike Conley.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
Jennings kicks to Gordon. Westbrook with the steal. Now Detroit moving it up. Leonard dishes to Robinson. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one. Rockets leading by 6. There's the dish to Iguodala. Out to the right wing. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And the Rockets making a change here. Arthur's checked in. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yep, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe.
Robinson kicks to Westbrook. He feeds it to Leonard. They set the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Westbrook.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his 3rd.
So for the Pistons, Mozgov, he's checked in for Hibbert. Evans comes in for Leonard. And it's Korver in for Robinson.
Well, we know prior to last season, the Pistons handed the car keys over to Stan Van Gundy. He had some early hiccups, but overall, I think they're headed in the right direction. He's a proven winning coach in the NBA.
Well, with Coach Stan Van Gundy, it was a very successful first year in Detroit. He's a guy who's going to build around defense. That's been his MO.
And Van Gundy has always been a defensive first type guy, Kevin. I mean, the last 30 years he's has probably the best defensive efficiency for a career as a coach, and his teams always play with great emphasis on that side of the ball.
Pistons trailed by 9. Westbrook passes to Roberson. There's the pick. Here's Mozgov. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Takes a 3. Korver, no luck. For the Detroit Pistons, they come in off the wasp to the Milwaukee Bucks.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Clark,
Yes,
bringing it down
sir.
hard,
Yes,
my
sir.
brother.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Westbrook kicks to Mozgov. The baseline J off the mark.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range. And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Westbrook double team to halt the run. Count it, and the Houston lead has been cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Korver.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And Evans throws it down.
Quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the side.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Picked by Mozgov. Jennings with the steal. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Agility leads to thievery there as he's got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
Here's Korver for 3. Robertson dishes to Evans. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Rockets leading by 12. Gordon with no one around. Goes back up. And the rejection by Evans. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Dishes to Gordon. Jennings wide open. And the shot no good, a bit short.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now.
And so that's the end of the first half. Rockets lead by 12. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
We've watched Iguodala play great basketball. 13 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Andre Iguodala has been sensational.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Stoudemire out there with Green. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Conley. And it's Ross in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Conley with a wide open look. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Conley's got the lead up to 14 now for the Rockets. going over some of the quickest players in the league, you think about Mike Conley and Clark. What sets him apart is that he's always under control, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, he takes great care of the basketball. He uses the change of speed and hesitation moves to get where he wants to go, and he's masterful in getting into the lane and finishes with both hands.
Leonard attacking. Ball's knocked loose. Valanciunas passes to Robinson. Here's Allen. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job. Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard. You know, Mike's such a gifted decision maker with the basketball, deadly in the pick and roll, a threat to pass, shoot, or finish inside. And how about that teardrop that he's perfected, able to finish with either hand? Just a terrific strength of his game.
Passes it to Farid. It's Allen on the wing. And he dunks it down.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, you know, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Green in the post. Farid defending. Stoudemire. And the powerful one-handed slam.
How about that, breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And, you know, if you think about Mike Conley, some of the similarities to Tony Parker, I mean, they both present that tremendous quickness and balance between scoring and passing. Both are also terrific finishers in the paint. And look, they started at opposite ends. Parker more of a scorer, Conley more of a passer, but now I see a lot of overlap as their games have evolved.
Russell Westbrook in for Robinson. Pistons trailed by 13. Westbrook with it. He's got 7. Stolen by Conley. Here's Thompson. Shot is no good. Excellent D there from Allen.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense. Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
And guys, you talk about players who have that killer instinct. Russell Westbrook is right at the top of that list.
Roy Hibbert's checked in for the Pistons. Rockets leading by 11. And you think, Greg, about Westbrook's killer instincts. You were alluding to that. It's very apparent at times. Players praise, and Clark, I think, fear him for just that characteristic alone.
Well, how about this, Kevin? Kobe Bryant said Westbrook has the same love for competition that he has. Whenever other guards are pulled, Westbrook is their worst matchup.
6 on the shot clock. Fareed, no good. Rockets have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Green kicks to Thompson. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Feeds to Fareed. He dishes it to Allen. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And what a game for Allen. He has 12 points and the 1 steal.
And his offense has matched the defensive effort today. He's been really just one of the best players on both ends.
I don't know if you can say enough about the job he's been doing in all aspects of the game. I mean, stuff in the stat sheet when you look at it.
Conley kicks to Thompson. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. And so here is Houston. Thompson for the triple. Westbrook pulls it in. Westbrook's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Ross. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Westbrook dishes to Fareed. Here's Ross. Oh! And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Screen by Fareed. 4 on the clock. Kicks it out to Allen. Pass to Westbrook. Stolen by Conley. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Kicks to Allen. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. 16 points for Tony Allen.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Conley with the 3. They grab their own miss. Ross on the wing. Sinks the triple. Ross has got 16 points.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Well, from the moment he stepped into the league, Klay Thompson was lights out in terms of shooting. Clark, he has never had a problem knocking one down.
Well, the first player in league history to notch 500 made threes in his first 3 seasons in the league. That is remarkable.
Houston making a switch here. Sanders is checked in. And then for Detroit, Mozgov. He's checked in for Hibbert. Damari Carroll comes in for Kenneth Fareed. And it's Korver in for Allen.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
And for Thompson, his 3-pointer was his calling card early on, but I love the way he's expanded his game every season. He's become a very good defender and broadened his offensive game as well.
And finished off by Sanders.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, Clark, angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
And that's what makes the alley-oop such a terrific play when you're able to execute it. You know, and speaking of Thompson expanding his game, he's also come out of his shell a little bit. Very quiet early on, but he has gotten more and more comfortable in the league and becoming more outspoken.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Ross. Thompson for 3.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Korver. And that's now 9 points for Russell Westbrook. Conley, the pass to Sanders. It's stolen by Carroll. Korver kicks to Westbrook. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. When you think about guards who play without fear or any hesitation, Russell Westbrook is the first of those guys to come to mind.
I tell you what, man, his relentless pursuit and attacking of the goal and his opponent is really something to watch.
Brandon Jennings, he's checked in for the Rockets. Baseline J on the way. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
When you're hot, and that's certainly been the case for Green. 13 points and the assist numbers, tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now.
Well, looking back on last season, you could see the Rockets were tough at home. They just were relentless at going at teams.
Yeah, how about a 30-11 record last year? And a lot of close ones for them, but that home crowd at times could just really will them to victory.
As it did help in the series against the Clippers last year in the playoffs. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 17.
You have to be disciplined on defense, Kevin. Biting on every pump fake isn't going to get it done.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook.
And, you know, for Houston's wins at home, a lot of it had to do with their three-point shooting. I mean, they shot an average of 35% from behind the arc at home, but kept their opponents to under 30% on the year in Houston.
And the Rockets making a change here. Gordon's checked in.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Westbrook dishes to Korver. The Pistons working the ball around now. Carroll with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Clock at 6. Leonard kicks to Westbrook, and it's off from three-point range.
And guys, this is what makes Houston so good and why they've been so good for so long. In the last 31 seasons, they've only had 2 losing seasons. Only team in the league to do that.
Carroll kicks to Leonard. Here's the 3, and he gets the bucket. Leonard's got 9 points here in the second half.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
And here's Gordon. 10 points for him. And Green slams it in.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary. That was almost a highlight reel play, but they couldn't quite sync up.
And that one's good. 23 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
And Westbrook, here we go. Outside for Korver. No good with the triple. Houston leading by 11. Iguodala, the pass to Gordon. And the rejection by Leonard. Fires from deep. And that one's good. 13 points for Eric Gordon.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first. But the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
Well, you know that Kawhi Leonard has an incredible reach with his arms, but even his hands are just massive, measured at 10 inches long and 11 inches wide. Wow.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Sanders. And it's Arthur in for Draymond Green. Then for the Pistons, Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Mozgov. Evans comes in for Leonard. And it's Roberson in for DeMarre Carroll. Well, to give some perspective on Leonard's hand size that Greg was talking about, Clark, those measurements, 11 by 10, are what you typically would find on 7-footers. Well, this kid's 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, and I'm 6'9", and I'm about 9 by 7. Okay? So that just lets you know.
Wow.
The only other hands comparable to that, Dr. J.
Ooh, that's huge.
Boy, you got to love that nice assist by Jennings.
Westbrook. He kicks it to Valanciunas. Westbrook drives in. Got a hand on it. Here's Gordon. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here. Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
And Andre Roberson is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Gordon for 3. And no good trying to get that one. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Rockets ahead, leading by 17. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the 4th quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Pistons trailed by 17. And Detroit looking at who they've got. They've got Roberson. Russell Westbrook out there with Tony Allen. Then there's Evans. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5. 5 to shoot. Westbrook kicks to Valanciunas. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 6th assist on the night. Conley dishes to Arthur. At the top of the key, Thompson. Looking to end his cold spell.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, a little disorganized that time. And the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Guys, there has to be better rim protection than that, though. Not very good.
Here's Stoudemire. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Evans passes to Westbrook. It's rebounded by Houston. Arthur's got his 4th rebound with that last one tonight. And Thompson throws it down.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
And finished off by Westbrook. Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't remember
on.
ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw
I tell
one.
you what, fellas, you might not see another one like that one for a while.
And the foul on Amari Stoudemire. That's foul number 2 for him. Green, he's checked in for Jarrell Arthur. And then for Detroit, Kenneth Faried comes in for Reggie Evans. And it's Kawhi Leonard in for Roberson. Second shot opportunity. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Kawhi Leonard, with another great season last year, earned his first Defensive Player of the Year award with his outstanding play.
And for Leonard, he became the first perimeter player to win one since 2004. That just shows you how incredible his defense was at times.
And, you know, for Leonard, you can add that Defensive Player of the Year award to his hardware list, and that puts him in elite company, one of only 3 players to win Defensive Player of the Year and Finals MVP. The other 2, Jordan and Olajuwon.
And Westbrook, here we go.
Nasty. Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
That's the uncanny ability he has, to find a teammate for an easy basket or get one himself.
Allen's shot is off. Rockets leading by 20. Here's Thompson. Knocked loose. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. Pass to Valanciunas. Leonard on the wing. He's guarded by Ross. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time. Leonard playing extremely well. He has 9 rebounds and some big-time point production as well.
No idea we'd see a performance like this one today.
The only way to describe it in my vocabulary is dominance.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And guys, one thing you sometimes gets lost. I mean, Mike Conley is a proven winner. Remember, you go back in high school, won 3 state titles, and the one season at Ohio State led them to the national title game. So that aspect of what he brings, the intangibles, you're going to be a winner if Mike Conley's on your roster.
Detroit making a switch. Robinson's checked in. Pistons trail by 19. Leonard kicks to Allen. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Leonard attacking. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Rockets have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the 4th quarter on a roll. Conley with the 3. No good. Some solid defense from Fareed. And for Mike Conley, growing up, he played on some tremendously talented teams. Guys like Greg Oden, Josh McRoberts, his teammates.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he never had to really look for his own offense to win games with those kind of players around him. He came into the league more focused on setting up his teammates, and that's what he does well.
Leonard, that's for 2. And that one comes up a bit short.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Stoudemire attacking. Thompson for 3. And he gets it to go.
And they're going to have a hard time climbing back into this game if they continue to defend like that.
Here's Fareed. The 3 from Leonard. Offensive rebound.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Green dishes to Ross. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half, but since the break, he's been on target.
And Fareed throws it down.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Conley kicks to Green. Stoudemire outside. The feed now to Ross. That 3 off the mark.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Leonard attacking. And that one's good. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Green with a screen on Allen. Thompson outside. Green passes to Stoudemire. And the powerful one-handed slam.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
And it's Houston on the break. Poked away. Ross with a wide open look. No good on the triple. Detroit's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. Russell Westbrook in for Nate Robinson. The Pistons shooting 43% for the game. Westbrook kicks to Valanciunas. The pass to Fareed. Shot is off. So Houston will take it the other way. The dish to Conley. Back to Green. Leonard brings the double team. Shot clock at 6. Conley dishes to Thompson. Right wing. There's Conley. The Rockets again can't hit.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities. You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
He feeds it to Thompson. Back to Conley. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Rockets lead by 21.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
And check out the bounce.
Oh, bounce to the ounce. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right,
You
showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen.
With the teardrop, scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Dishes it to Valanciunas. Back to Westbrook. Leonard with no one around. They get the rebound.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Shots, gentlemen.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Rockets?
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets, and there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
And what you have to like out of Valanciunas last season, improved efficiency. The game really, Clark, seemed to slow down for him.
Yeah, he entered the league a little green. I mean, would make a lot of mistakes, but had excellent tools. So with enthusiasm and hard work, you knew it was just a matter of time with him.
It's Allen with the drive. Leonard, no luck. Houston leading by 20. Green kicks to Thompson. Launches a 3. And the shot is good. Thompson's got 13 points in just this quarter.
And for Valanciunas last year, his offensive production was similar to the year before, but he cut down on his turnovers. He also raised his shooting percentage to a career-high 57%, and that, my friends, is improved efficiency.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
You know, talking about Valanciunas, the light clearly went on last season. He was more assertive, refined his postgame. The next step is to extend his shooting range so he can help space the floor on offense.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. And a different look here for the Pistons. Mozgov, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Hibbert comes in for Kenneth Fareed. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Allen. And it's Andre Robertson in for Russell Westbrook. Passes to Arthur. Korver against Gordon. To the paint. And the dunk by Arthur.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Back to Korver. Launches it. That's good.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
Here's Arthur. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Mozgov.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish. Some excellent numbers in this one for Arthur. 9 points and a couple of great-looking rejections. So far, 2 blocks.
Yeah, you know, he's had a great feel for their ball movement down low and for where to be when the shot's going up. Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Mozgov passes to Leonard. Arthur grabs the board.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall. And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
Here's Hibbert to stop the run. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Rockets.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment to
Well,
him.
you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And I like what they've done here. Made the plays they had to. That's why they'll be going up 1-0 in their season series against the Pistons.
No surprise here. Just a big-time performance for Green. What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And here's Korver from the arc. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry.
And it's blocked. Fires for three. Can't connect. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans too, Kevin.